Hi, everyone. My name is Kelly Steinke. I'm the founder of Read Learning Educational Services and the author of Silver Moon Spelling Rules. If you are watching this video, you might be wondering if your students are ready for Silver Moon Spelling Rules. This video will help you understand whether or not your students are ready, and it will give you an overview of our 4 prerequisite screeners. Here we go. Setting up students for success means we have to be sure they have the foundational skills needed to begin the Silver Moon program. So if you're unsure, use our screeners to determine whether or not your students are ready. Age and grade level can't predict readiness skills. Here's what you should do. In your blue teacher's manual, which is set 1, turn to page 8, which is VIII in the Roman numeral section, and read the section entitled Assumptions. In this section, your manual lists 3 prerequisite skills, but we are adding a 4th. The 4th skill is the ability to write single letters that correspond to a given sound, also known as encoding. Next, download all 3 of the prerequisite screeners and the summary page. You'll need the following. First, the auditory discrimination screener. Second, your phoneme segmentation screener. Third, your lowercase letter sound assessment. Fourth, you'll need your summary form. And fifth, with the added screening tool we're going to use, all you need is a blank piece of paper. Here's a picture of what all of those screening tools look like, just to make sure you're downloading the right ones. Here's a picture of the summary page. Now there's something to note. Your lowercase letter sound assessment will be used twice. The first time you use it will be for decoding or letter sound correspondence, and the second time you use it will be for encoding or writing letters for sounds, which is our 4th required skill to begin the Silver Moon program. When this screener is used for encoding, you will give the student a blank piece of paper and they will not see the letters on your screener. Now, go ahead and watch all 4 corresponding video demonstrations and practice with a student, a friend, or maybe a family member. You will need manipulatives for 2 of the screeners. You can use tiles, felt squares, or colored tokens. When you're ready, give all 4 screeners to your students. This is really best done individually. Fill out the summary page. For the 4th screener, make note of letters the student couldn't write in the notes section under the letter sound correspondence. Now, the following are recommendations only, based on years of working with students who struggle with reading and spelling. Ultimately, every student is different, and you should use your judgment when determining whether or not your students have good enough scores to start the Silver Moon program. On the letter sound correspondence screener, students should have no more than 4 to 5 errors total on consonants and short vowels. Notice I didn't mention digraphs. Students do not need to know the digraph sounds ahead of time before starting the Silver Moon system. On your letter sound correspondence screener, if your student does have some errors, you'll want to create a keyword sound chart. This can also be downloaded, and you've got an image of it here. Go ahead and see this keyword sound chart video tutorial for more information on how to use this tool. Your auditory discrimination screener. On this screener, students should have no more than 3 total incorrect after the 3 practice prompts are given, and no more than 6 repeats. Now, multisensory auditory discrimination training and/or auditory memory for sequences of sounds, up to 3 sounds, will be necessary if your student did not pass this screener. If your student has 4, 5, 6, or more completely wrong on this screener, this indicates they either have significant difficulty discriminating between really similar sounds and/or great difficulty holding on to sequences of 3 sounds, which indicates trouble with auditory memory. Your next screener is your phoneme segmentation screener. You want to make sure students should have no more than 2 wrong on the test items. There are some practice items at the top. They can get those wrong. You can show them how to do those, but no more than 2 wrong on the test items. So take some time to build these skills if there were too many errors. Always use manipulatives with your students when you're practicing with sounds. Our fourth screener, as you know, was the letter writing screener. All you needed was a blank piece of paper for this one, and you will use your letter sound correspondence screener as the teacher prompt. Students should be able to write all 26 letters of the alphabet. If they had 2 or 3 errors, you might decide to begin and work on those letters as you go. And I wouldn't consider reversals errors. Students who have dyslexia and dysgraphia will often make reversals of B's, P's, D's, and some other letters, but those are things that you can correct and teach them tricks to fix along the way. We're looking for errors in letter sound correspondence in general, the inability to write the letters. Now reflect on your students' scores and determine whether or not they're ready to begin Silver Moon. You probably want to use your summary page when you reflect on your scores so you can see them all in one spot. You can post your questions in our professional teachers forum. You might want to include pictures of your completed scoring sheets. And I just want to thank you for watching this video. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to reach out, ask your questions in our teachers forum, or contact us at support@silvermoonspellingrules.com. Thank you for watching.